Who can tell me what year it is? 1445. Very good. 1445, according to which calendar?
The Hijri.
The Hijri calendar, mashallah, yes. The Hijri calendar. What is the Hijri calendar? Why is it called the Hijri calendar?
Oh yeah. I know.
Yes, it starts when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ made Hijrah from where to where?
Mecca and Medina.
From Mecca to Medina, right? So the year that he made Hijrah, that's the first Hijri year. Okay, so that has to do with the year, right? What about months? How many months are there in a year according to the Hijri calendar? Okay, alhamdulillah, yes, it's 12. 12 months. There are 12 months in a year. Everyone knows the 12 months of the Gregorian calendar, so we should also know the 12 months of the Hijri calendar. All we need to do is memorize them, okay? Who can tell me? Let's see how many of these we know just off the top of our head. Every single one of you knows at least 1 month according to the Hijri calendar.
I know.
Right? Who doesn't know a month according to the Hijri calendar? You don't know a single month.
I know 3. Bro, I know.
I guarantee that you do. I guarantee that you do. I guarantee you. Yeah, so who can tell me? Who can tell me a month that everyone should know? That everyone does know? Ramadan. You know Ramadan, right? Yeah, Ramadan. Which number is Ramadan? Number 9, Ramadan. So Ramadan's the 9th month. Does anyone know what month we're currently in?
I forgot.
Raise your hand, I'll call on you. You know?
The 8th.
The 8th? Very good. What's the name of the 8th? How'd you know we were in the 8th? Because you know Ramadan's coming up. Sha'ban, very good. Sha'ban. Does anyone know what day of Sha'ban it is?
The 1st.
Okay, so how much time do we have before Ramadan?
1 month.
Raise your hand. How many days do you think? 27? So how many days are in a month when it comes to the Hijri calendar?
30.
30? Is it always 30?
30 or 29.
Yes. Every month according to the Hijri calendar, it's either going to be 29 or 30 days. 29 or 30 days. How do we know whether it's going to be 29 or 30 days? How can we tell? Because of the moon, right? So what do we do at the end of the month? We go to try to sight the moon, right? If we sight the moon, what is it going to look like?
A full moon.
A full moon?
New crescent.
Crescent, right? So what do we do to see if Ramadan started or not? We go out and we try to sight the crescent. You guys know how the phases of the moon works?
Yes. Oh.
So when there's a new moon, it's a thin crescent. You sight the crescent, right? Then it gradually gets bigger and bigger. Okay, it gets bigger and bigger until what? Until it's a full moon, right?
And then that'll be the end of the
And then what?
And then it'll start descending.
Yes, and then it'll start going the other way, right?
Yeah.
Until what? Until it becomes a crescent on the other side, and then what? And then it disappears.
Yes,
And when it disappears, that's why you go out to see if you can spot it, right? So on the 29th, if you see the crescent, then that means the next day is going to be what? Well, yeah, Ramadan in our case, but of this month, but at the end of every month, right? It's going to be the first of the new month. What if you don't see the moon?
Then you're still in that month.
And you're still in that month. That means it's going to be how many days? 30 days. And then it's never going to be 31 days. So that means after that 30th day, then the next month begins. Okay? So now that we've reviewed how the Islamic calendar works with the months and the spotting of the moon, one thing we need to do is we need to memorize all of these months. Okay, this is a very important calendar. There's lots of different things and benefits to knowing about this calendar, not just Ramadan, although that might be the most important. But who knows some other months? You know another one? Yes, Al-Muharram. Which one is that? The first. Al-Muharram. Does anyone know any other ones? Al-Muharram is one. Does anyone know a day, a special day that's in Al-Muharram? You remember? There's a special day on the 10th of Al-Muharram. It's when Allah saved Musa and Bani Israel from Fir'aun, split the sea. You guys know what it's called? It's the day of Ashura. The day of Ashura is in Al-Muharram, okay? Any other months? Rajab, when's Rajab? When's Rajab? 7, very good, yes. We just finished Rajab.
I have it on my tablet.
Oh yes, there's Dhul. There's Dhul Qa'ada. What's another one? Dhul Hijjah. What happens in Dhul Hijjah? What happens in Dhul Hijjah? What does Hijjah sound like?
It has 10.
Hajj, yes. Perform Hajj during Dhul Hijjah. All right, anyone know any other months?
Shawwal.
Shawwal, when's Shawwal?
10th.
10th. What's one special thing about Shawwal that we can do?
The 10 days that we fast.
Not 10, right? 6. If you fast Ramadan, and then you can follow it up with 6 days of Shawwal, and it'll be as if you fasted the entire year. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna pass out some papers, inshallah, so that you can memorize. So please memorize these, okay? We want to know all of the months. So we talked about the year, it's 1445. We talked about the months. We talked about how many days there are in a month. What are some other important days that we didn't mention? We mentioned Ashura. What are some other important days? There are the 10 days of what month? Good deeds are most beloved to Allah during these 10 days. You know what they are? The first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. What's a special day in Islam where everyone celebrates? Eid, very good. Eid al-Fitr. When's Eid al-Fitr? Yes, at the end of Ramadan. So it's the first of what month?
Shawwal.
Eid al-Fitr, right? So Eid al-Fitr is the first of what month? Shawwal, right? Because it's after Ramadan, right? We fast the month of Ramadan, then it's Eid. What's the other Eid?
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak is what we say to congratulate one another, right? What is the other? What is the other Eid? We have Eid al-Fitr at the end of Ramadan, and then what's the other one?
Eid al-Adha.
Eid al-Adha. You guys know about Eid al-Adha? This is actually considered the greater Eid, okay? Eid al-Adha. When is Eid al-Adha? It's in Dhul Hijjah, right? It's after Hajj. Anyone know what day of Dhul Hijjah it is?
Wait, 10th.
The 10th of Dhul Hijjah. These are very important things to know, guys. We should know all this, right?
Help us establish Straight Path Academy, the full-time Islamic school coming to Jacksonville, Florida, and receive countless rewards in the hereafter for every beneficial thing taught to our children. A Sadaqah Jariyah reward that will continue even after we're gone, inshallah. JazakumAllahukhairan.